Hello. So I'm back with a brand new bot, as you can tell. This didn't take me that long, but this part of the tutorial is supposed to assume you have at least this much going on for you. You don't really need this, at least yet, even though I recommend that you do. If you want to know, just do npm install.env, and then you require this right here. Make a .env file, put your token in, whatever it is, yeah. But you need at least this. I still don't understand what this is. It's whatever, but at some point I will, once it's required of Discord. But I put it in there just in case. There's probably more intents you have to do, because on their website, their developer portal, there's like 3 different types of intents. So I'll have to figure it out when I get to it. Anyway, this is supposed to be just a basic bot, but I'm not worried about doing much of anything. What I'm worried about is the database setup. How we're going to set up, how you should set it up. So I'm going to stop the video real quick to get on the website. Alright, MongoDB, that's where we're at. So all you have to do is sign in. You just log in with Google or something, that's fine. But do that, and then whenever you do, just continue the video. Alright, so it should be here after a little questionnaire that I gave you, but going free for now. And then, well, not for now, but whatever you want to switch to, one of these two, go ahead. We want to do this one, and I guess wherever you are in the world, but I'm pretty sure it just does it automatically depending on where you are. But for me, it's somewhere around here. And then cluster tiers, pretty sure that's, yep. Additional settings, nope. So here, you want to name your cluster, so I'm going to do Discord bot, Discord, yeah, bot tutorial. And that, so you just create it. So you have to make a database user, so just put whatever your user is and your password to create the user. This will just give you access to the whole database. It's pretty important that you have it. Yeah, you want this. Then for here, you can just add your IP address, automatically do that. So I'll be back to after I did this. Alright, so once you do that, you'll be at this page. Pretty much just doing changes and all that. Anyway, just let that do its thing because it's creating things. But anyway, after this point, whenever your database your cluster is created, you will have to connect it. So we'll go through that process whenever it decides to load. Alright, so mine worked. All I did was just remove just because I'm going to tell you what you should do for that. So before anything, you should already have this. And then we will add an IP address. Now, what's important here is you can do this if you're only working on one place. But as for me, I'm moving around different areas, so without access from anywhere. You just say my computer, whatever, confirm. Now that and this will start as changes. But anyways, this is what you will see. Now, as we do that, yeah, okay. You will get a notification in your email about allowing access for anywhere. Anywhere you can connect. What we're going to do is our application, Node.js, keep this stuff, keep all this, but this here is important. So you want to just copy and paste that. And we want to go to our virtual studio. Alright, so now in here, now we'll just have to switch this token, but we want to make our Mongo SRV. Now with this, copy and paste your SRV into here. What you need to change, your password here needs to be whatever your user password. So since I put my username as bot tutorial, I'll put whatever passwords with that. Now our other thing is my first database. This here needs to switch to whatever your cluster name is. So for me, that should be bot tutorial. Yeah, Discord bot tutorial. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. Now I'll put this in right now, but you need to do this here. Alright. Now we need to install Mongoose. Pretty sure that's the name of it. Correct? Is that the name of it? Yeah, Mongoose. npm install. Don't forget that. God damn it. Install Mongoose. Once that installs, you can check here. Be right there. Mongoose. Yeah. So we just go here. Now that we have that installed, we gotta require it. Mongoose equals required Mongoose. If I'm right about that, it's not JS. Yep. Anyway. So once we do that, we'll now need to make our connection. So I'm just going to copy and paste from my original code and just explain it. You can copy it right here. So what it is, we're calling Mongoose up here, which is required. We're connecting to our process. You have to, now this here, if you don't have .env, you can go in here. Oh, you can go and just put your SRV into here, but this .env is supposed to make it secure, so it's safe. So we're just going in here with this, going through our MongoDb SRV. Pretty sure I don't have it as that. I think I have it as Mongo SRV though. Comma, and now you will open this up with brackets. Use new URL parser, true. Use unified typology, true. Use find and modify, false. Pretty much, I don't know exactly what topology is, or parser, but I know these two have to be true. This has to be false. If you want to do a little bit more research as to why, by all means, I don't care. Do what you want to do. Just saying, this is how it works. This is what you do need. And we're going to, after this, we're going to do a dot then. So after that, then we want to console.log here to let us know that the database is connected. Then if there's any errors, we'll catch it and log the error. That's really about it. So one way to figure out if it works is by running the bot. It's not supported, okay. So let's remove that. I don't know why it works on my other one. Don't understand why. See, this is a weird thing. On my other code you saw, the bot does run and it has that, which is odd. See? Connected to database. Now I guess that's because, let me check. 6.0.4. This is, oh, I don't have the recent version of Mongoose, that's why. But yeah, so within this, you remove that false statement and just put these two. Now it says you're connected to your database, which is good. Now if you want to use something to see what's in your database, just you can use Robo 3T, right? Let me look up quick. Robo 3, yeah, 3T. Yeah. Alright, so this is pretty much how you do it. You can use Robo 3D, like I said, to use it, but I did try and put a bit more, but I feel like it will make the video too long, plus I was mainly trying to get this here connected. Now what I will say and try to do is, whenever we do this, I'm just showing you how to connect to your database using MongoDB, but a lot of stuff that I'll be doing, the commands, the special commands I'll most likely do, you can just use that. But as for stuff that requires your command handler, for instance, profile, like your module that exports, like how I showed probably in my last video, stats. It just really depends on your database on how the command will run. So what I highly suggest is, whenever you have a command handler, you know how it's supposed to run, how the command is supposed to run, then I feel like you would just be good to just, anytime that you need to, just change something if you have to. For instance, this here would most likely just be the same. Just go on the website, you do all that stuff, you make this connection, and you're done. Now as for models and all that, I'll have to show you on my other bot how I have done that, because mine is more specific to how the command handler is. Plus you can also visit code layout, as I said in my last video, because that's pretty much the command handler I'm using. And because of that command handlers like that, doesn't work. My profile models won't work unless you know how to retrieve those models from like a models folder or wherever you put your models. But I highly recommend that because it works with that command handler. So if you have that command handler and you've watched at least his 3 economic videos, I think you only really need to watch the 1, or watch his command handler, his event handler, his analysis permissions if you want to, whichever. But really, the event handler video, I'll probably link it in the description so that you would know which video to watch, because he does change a lot of his code. Or if you just want to take the initiative and just watch through a lot of his videos from old, just update to new. That's what I did to come up with the code I had in my actual bot. And because of that, whenever you have that done, this what I will be doing will mainly make some sense if we're using a database. But again, I'm not saying you actually require it, but if I'm going to be doing like stuff like making an inventory for you guys, how to get it from that Mongo database, it will require you to get your profile model, your profile data. So I'll show you what I mean quick. So what I mean is here, your profile data, you'll need to be able to grab that profile data. If the users don't have it, you'll need to be able to, I guess, do this. Again, that's all up to you. But when I'm making, again, like I said, the inventory, that will require your profile data, which means wherever your profile data is pretty much your wherever this user is, right here. So you really would need to do that. I recommend whenever making my user ID is your way of getting people. So when we go to here, user ID, string, required, unique, is true, required is true, it's a string type. So yes, I think that's very important to have, especially for if you're going to make it a inventory. You'll need to be able to get your profile data, and whenever you do that, you'll be able to access yours or someone else's database stuff. Usually that's going to be the most. I'm still working on that. I still have to make people be able to see other people's inventory, which will be something for sure. But because I don't think I've ever really done that except for getting a target, getting their data right here. So we're pretty much taking this, define it, and then what we're doing is we're taking that user data and we're finding stuff that's in their thing. So that's what I'll probably be doing if we ever need to target whoever we need to see how much either health they have or whatever, if you want that, or even just to see what their profile is if you want that as well, or if you want inventory with a little bit of items that you had, I can do that for you. So really, this is what it is. I'll probably be doing a lot of it in here because I love how my command handler works. It works, and I can't exactly make just a whole new bot like I just did to do it, but I did today so that you get an idea of how to connect your MongoDB database to your bot, as it can be confusing. So I hope you enjoyed, and see ya.